Whoa. Okay. Little gopher. Ooh, something had to go. There's a little pike right there. Now I got him. Okay, look at this. This guy absolutely inhaled it. Okay, one last little pike before water freezes over too much. It's gonna kick off. Oh, he's gonna take his time. There he goes. All right, so after about an hour and a half of trying and failing with the jerk bait, switched over to the trusty little $1 Wal-Mart spinnerbait. Out here on Shawano Lake, just like last year, and this time instead of a bass on this little spinnerbait, I got that tiny little pike. I actually saw him swipe at it 3 times. Thought he had it 3rd time, but he didn't. So cast it back in there, and then he just absolutely inhaled it. Nothing too fancy. Just this concept C on a number 8 Tackle Blackout. Now my hand's cold from handling that little pike. Let's see if I can get some more before I start getting frostbite on my hand. Earlier in the year, this spot over here was completely clogged up in vegetation. Now that the water has cooled down significantly, all the vegetation's starting to die off. I mean, it's still green down there, but is that a fish? No. Yeah, I mean, it's still green down there, but it's not as prevalent as it was earlier in the year, where there were literally pads and slop mats over here. It's like 42 degrees right now, but the wind chill makes it feel like it's 39. Of course, gotta trust Wisconsin for getting this cold this time of year. Although I will say, after just a couple months of using this rod in particular, I gotta say it's slowly becoming my favorite stick. Really, it's really well balanced. Really light too. I never would have expected that, because I've thrown the Hellbent and now I'm using the Blackout. I gotta say I like this stick a lot better, not just because it's also a 7-foot rod that allows me to just absolutely bomb cast, but I also feel like it's a lot, what's the word for it? It's a lot more sensitive. It's got a nice 20-80 bend to it, 20% tip, 80% backbone, really stiff, and it works really well with braid, surprisingly, as evidenced by my one frog fishing video. Got him. Yeah, not a bad little fish. I did have an omen for a while, but that one broke because I was stupidly working a snag with it. And the other day we, and I say we because Calvin was with me, we caught a couple fish on jerk baits. Of course, that also ended up with me losing my Vision 110. And as some of you guys who fish jerk baits know, that's not a very cheap lure. Ooh, oh shoot. And it just swam off with my 110. And then Calvin plucked one on a squad minnow. Calvin on the board. Went out there the other day, no luck. So that's why I'm out here chucking a spinnerbait, even though I really wanted it to be a jerkbait day. But the jerkbait's not really working, especially with all these patches of grass still out here. Sorry if it just looks like I'm carrying my rod weird, but my hands are cold. Like I'm about to lose all feeling in them. Oh, there's the 5 o'clock bell. Aside from the bell meaning it's 5 o'clock, it also means that all this natural light here is about to go away soon. And I probably don't need to explain this, but this time of year, literally daylight just comes and goes like the flip of a light switch. It gets that dark that quickly. So I'm probably just gonna throw a few more casts here, and if I don't get anything, oh well. But otherwise, if you guys just enjoyed this little video, leave a like, subscribe if you guys want to see more content, and I'll catch you guys next time. Okay, so before we actually take off here, I forgot to mention, here's a little bonus video of when Calvin caught what could have been his PB. I don't know, I didn't bring my scale with me. But all in all, we were fishing a little pond down in Appleton, and he plucked what was probably a 4 or 5 pounder. Anyway, I'll let you guys decide. Here's the video. But I might as well practice. Ah, shite. Might as well practice my flipping. Oh shoot, I'm stuck. Oh, nice. Get him in, get him in, get him in, get him in! Get him in! Get him in! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Calvin with first catch of the day. All right. Ooh, got one. Ah, dang it.